Technology company worth almost $500 billion is seeing whether they themselves can train high school graduates to become full-time employees rather than requiring they have a university degree. Here's what you need to know. Palantir Technologies, a data analytics company, has launched its Meritocracy Fellowship. This is essentially an experiment launched by Palantir CEO Alex Karp. Karp believes that a university education is no longer reliable or necessary to train good workers. The Palantir CEO studied philosophy at Haverford College and has a law degree from Stanford. The inaugural class of 22 high school graduates have embarked on a 4-month fellowship program. The beginning of the fellowship is somewhat academic with thematic weeks based on, for example, the foundations of the West or U.S. history. After that, the fellows embark on on-the-job training where they travel with engineers who are essentially consultants working with clients on solving problems. It seems that Palantir can tell by weeks 3 or 4 which fellows would work as full-time Palantir employees. It's worth noting that Palantir is known for its U.S. government contracts, including with the military and intelligence agencies. Its work with immigration enforcement authorities has also garnered some criticism. There has been a move amongst major employers like Walmart, IBM, and Tesla not to require its job applicants to have a university degree. Despite those trends, there is research indicating that those with only high school degrees are not really getting those jobs. The Palantir Fellowship ends in November, so hopefully we'll see what those outcomes might be.
I love this. More and more companies need to do this. There needs to be companies just getting high schoolers. What we see now, and what we're learning now, a college degree means nothing. A college degree does not mean anything as far as your success. You go, you spend all this money, you get into debt to get a job that's only $50,000, $60,000 a year. Why the hell would I go to college? I went to college, but I went for free. I was on a scholarship. What is my degree in? Business finance. Do I have a job in business finance? No. That tells you right there that a college degree does not mean anything. It's about experience. It's about going and learning to the company. I talk to my wife about this, which I always do because my wife is my best friend, right? I'll tell you this. Remember back in the day when you had Ford, you had Chevrolet, you had all these big businesses, these steel mills and everything. And these guys would work for like 30 years, but they would start when they were young. It would internship, apprenticeships, and then they would get in and learn, and then they would move up within the company. Why? Because remember the times when you would get a degree and then you go work for a company? Then the company's like, well, forget the way that you learn. This is the way that we do it. So why the hell did I go to college then? You see what I'm saying? Why did I go to college if whatever I learned, you tell me don't even think about that, learn our way? Every company has their way of things. So why go to college if you're telling me to disregard everything that you told that I've learned? I wasted time and money. So why would I even go to college if my degree is worthless? The college degree is worthless. You have a lot of people out there that don't have a college degree making millions of dollars a year. Why? Because they probably didn't waste 4 or 5 years of their life going to college, partying, acting like they study and got a degree. They didn't waste. They was out there grinding. They knew what it meant to be living off of ramen noodles. They knew how these things are. So a college degree means nothing. A college degree is worthless. I feel like Ford even had this conversation talk about there's no mechanics. We don't have any mechanics. Well, why don't you have a program where you can just bring in high school kids and teach them how to be mechanics for Ford? Why do you want the student to go and pay where they can't afford it, where you want them in debt and then you want them to come work for you? The worst thing I want is somebody in debt and really just thirsty for money working for me. I want you to be in a position to where you want to work because you want to work here. You're not working here because you want the money. You're working here because you like the job and you like the career that you're going on. A lot of Americans are working because they need money. They're not working at that job because they want to do that career. We all know that's true. If they could do something else and make the same type of money that they're making, they would. So why not get these young kids that's coming out of college, that's sitting at home trying to be on TikTok and Instagram all day and do absolutely nothing, put them on an apprenticeship and internship, teach them things about your company and teach them the way of your company and teach them how to do things in your company so they can work for your company. Why don't you have schools like that, summer programs for high schoolers that's in high school now, but in the summer they can come work with you, intern and apprentice with you and learn the way of your company. That's how you build your company up. You build it from the grassroots. I don't want nobody from college. I'd rather get the person that came from me when they was working with me every summer, ever since they were 14. I'm going to hire them. because they know our way. They know the way we do it. So as a company, that's what you have to do. You have to do more grassroots. It's not about the degree anymore. All a degree is debt. How many people got a degree and your college helped you get a job next year? Zero. Has your college actually gone out and said, hey, you're part of the job thing now. We're going to help you make sure you get a job? No. Thank you. We got your money. Have a good day. Because college is a business. This is why the whole college system is going down. This is why they're cutting down funding, because they're starting to find out college is a fraud. These companies don't want people from college. Why? That's the reason why they hire immigrants. They bring immigrants over here. We'll teach you our way, learn our way. They say, okay, cool. We don't need college. Only people that need college, doctors, lawyers. Tell me somebody else that you know for sure needs a college degree to be successful. Oh, wait. Oh, stock market. Well, you can just work for a stock firm and start when you begin and learn the ropes and learn everything you need to learn. Now you're good. A lot of these jobs out there, you can just learn from the bottom. How many successful people have you seen that are millionaires and billionaires that say, I started as the mail boy or the mail girl. I started in the mailroom and I moved up. That's what our young kids need to understand, is the value of hard work and the value of moving up within a company. A college degree is not going to get you anything but nothing. You're not going to get anything from a college degree. College degrees are a waste of money. They are, unless you're a doctor, unless you're a lawyer, for sure. I want my doctor and lawyer to have a college degree for sure, because there's a lot of research and things that they need to know in order to do that. But what research do you need to have to be a mechanic? Well, yeah, you need to go to school, you need to learn it, but I can learn that at the company. To be a Ford mechanic, or to be a Chevy mechanic, to be an Audi mechanic, to be a Mercedes mechanic, I still have to go to your school and you have to teach me how to do things on your engines. So why would I go to college? Oh, engineers, right? Okay, engineers, rocket science, right? You want to build rockets and shit? I need you to get that degree. That makes total sense. But now you don't even need a degree to be a data engineer. ChatGPT is taking that up. But companies that are complaining about there's no workers or there's no people here need to start investing in the people and training them. Because you do the same thing when the immigrants come over here. You train them your way. So you have to put the same effort in training the people, and you can get them young. If I had a big company, I'll have an apprenticeship, internship every summer for high school kids from 14 to 18 that want to come in their summers and work and understand and learn the business and learn how to do these things. That looks good. Doing an apprenticeship looks better on your resume than doing the actual going to school in a lot of cases. Apprenticeship is what you call it? It's not education. Slip my mind. It's experience. Your apprenticeship is experience. Your education is your education. Your education, your college degree just shows that you know how to sit in a room and focus on something for 4 years to get your degree. This is why people that tell, I got a master's in such and such, how much money you make? I can't find a job. I don't care about your master's. I got a doctorate in such and such. Okay, cool. So how much money are you making from that doctorate? Doesn't matter. We need to stop thinking about when we talk about degrees, it's really in the black culture too. Well, it's probably every culture. I'm not going to just single out black people. It's probably every culture, but we have to stop saying that your degree is your status. If you're a doctor and I make more money than you, you have no status. You're just a doctor. If you have your master's and I make more money than you and you don't have money to show that that master's degree did anything for you, you don't have no status with me. I'm sorry. It's not impressive to me to have all that degrees and stuff like that. I'm cool. Look, I have degrees. I've done a bunch of things. I have been all over the space. I've done it all. But I got degrees. I've done it all. But I do not lead with that because degrees don't mean shit. I got degrees in all type of stuff. But that is not the thing that put money in my pocket. See what I'm saying? I really realized how crappy my degree was. Well, I don't want to say crappy, but just not just what I wanted to be. Because when I got out of college, trying to figure out if I want to play pro yet, and I did end up playing pro, but I was trying to find a job. Everybody's hitting me with you don't have experience. I went to school for 4 or 5 years. Why do you think I don't have experience? I went to school and played professional basketball. Yeah, but you need experience for this job. What? So what's the point of me getting a college degree? And a lot of people will tell me, yeah, if you were better off getting like an apprenticeship or something like that, that would show that at least you know how to come in and fit, and then we could teach you our way. But if we look at you, you're a college degree, you're just fresh out of college, but you don't know anything, so we have to teach you everything. See, companies don't want to do that, but nowadays you will. I think this Palantir experiment will show that, yeah, it's better just to get them early, and they'll be in our grassroots program. Then we'll build them up. It's kind of like being in NBA development. It's kind of like being in baseball, right? You have double A, triple A, single A. It's farm system. You got to farm them and get them to where you need to be. But instead of them going to college for 4 or 5 years and wasting their lives and partying and drinking and having fun, well, we can do that now and get them when they're 18. So by that 22, they're ready to go. Or maybe they might not be ready by 22. They might be ready by 19. Some kids are different, have different programs where it's not just you have to be here. If you be here, you can pass it next level. College stretches out for a reason because the longer you're there, the more money that they make. But I like this though. I like Palantir. They crazy in the defense space, making billions. They doing their thing, making money. But also too, they're trying to make an experiment to show everybody else. If we want these certain type of people to work for our company, we have to train them. If we don't, then we'll never find the people that we want. So love this. This is the fourth CEO talking about don't have mechanics, get kids, put them in a program, show them how to be mechanics. Now you have mechanics for life. Companies, I love big business. I love capitalism. I love you guys making money. But make money and help other people make money too.